break. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with it? What's up with it, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. You Ain't Lying Podcast. You feel me? It's your boy CMW Hayes. That's my dog, DJ Killzone Jones, right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with it, man?
Uh,
How you feeling, my
no,
dude? What's up, man?
good man,
How
good
you
man,
feeling?
good man. Look,
Straight
I'll get ready to start singing the rest of the song, but we know we can't do that no more.
up. Yeah, boy. You
Cause
done
you
had
know
a
what he
couple
said,
of them, brand where man, you just sung whole albums, and you was like, dang,
man,
gotta stop doing that. But yeah, man, what you been up to, man?
man, just been streaming, man, and posting content, man, for the
Man, listen.
100 brothers in 1 year campaign that I got going on, man. I'm trying to get 100 brothers, man, that's young and from like the ages of like 17, 18 to 25,
Yeah,
and beyond. I'm trying to get them like on the straight and narrow path, meaning that not necessarily they in the streets, but they just trying to figure out what it mean to be a man. They might not have had their parents at the crib, but their parents was working, and they was very like they was probably sheltered, coming up. So
yeah,
what I want to do
true.
is um just keep them focused on keeping their eyes on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Not worrying about what's going on around them and focusing on, putting God first and
Yeah,
working on their purpose and having self love and identity and individualism. You know what I'm saying?
that's real. Yeah,
So
man. I sure was gonna say, yeah, bro. I pretty much been working, man, and working on music, working
oh
on
yeah, you got
myself,
that
working
you
on
finna
myself.
drop
Hey,
that.
hey, 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 hey. Working
He
on
said,
myself,
oh,
working on
oh.
myself. You know what I mean? And man, it got some things in the works. You feel me? So,
Yeah, man. I thought you was finna tell him, man.
man, you used to gonna say it. Come on now, zone. You just had to reiterate, huh? Nah, I ain't telling what. Nah, man, it's gonna come. My in due time.
Oh, okay. I
It's,
was just gonna
it's
say we got the
coming, brother.
rollout. We got to
No,
roll it out.
no, you look it out. You gotta chill out. Because you roll it out. You gotta relax,
No,
my
I
G.
said the rollout. I said we
No,
got to do the rollout.
you G, my G. Relax, my G. I got you. Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like I was saying, man, I've been working on some things, man. But you know, it, we working. That's all I can tell you is we working, man, and staying consistent, match with all confidence. You
Hmm.
you know how I go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sirree.
Yeah. Hey, but that's a good thing though, because that's kind of what I want to start off with, man. I had seen a question that Rick Ross had asked, so shout out to him. And
Hmm.
it kind of made me think. He said, "Man, now how do you pick a successful team? How do you pick
Uh,
a successful team?"
well, I could speak from um my own experience. With putting together the Beast and Biz Podcast Network. You're gonna have some people that come and go, but I felt like with you and Sarah Zaku, I knew I had, a good squad on my hands. And basically the way you get a successful team is that you look and see who's doing putting in the work out there. So me and you, Hayes, we had been talking all last year. You had seen me mashing, and then I started kind of encouraging you because you was kind of telling me like you wanted to go back in, but you didn't know necessarily the way how. And then I suggested some things, and then you kind of took it to a whole different level. So that's when I came back and said, well, let's do this You Ain't Lying podcast. You're gonna be the first podcast on the network.
Yeah,
And even with I felt like with even with Deja, even though things kind of ended with her, I saw her doing her thing with her business, and I felt like, truth be told, would be something that would be a arm for her business and an outlet for
yeah,
her business, and it
yeah,
worked. A lot of people tapped in, and maybe one day we'll bring it back. But I saw that what she was doing, and then I saw Sarazaku with his WWE show that he kind of
Yeah,
created a whole bunch of different characters and like
yeah.
running promos and doing commentary and doing a whole bunch
Doing
of
the
like
thing with it.
basically, yeah, like basically recreating the show. Like he wanted to get like certain characters from other wrestling games that wasn't being used, and then he started getting characters. He started remaking characters in other video games and franchises. So seeing y'all three, I was like, okay, well, this is who we need to bring. I need to bring on to the network, and that's, you have to find people that's putting in just as amount of work, just the same amount of work or more as you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't have people that, want to half do it, or, or not really serious about their craft.
yeah.
And then you going to try to put them on your team. You know what I'm saying?
They
Because
100 got to match your 100, or man even higher, because man,
exactly.
if we on some motivational, we are moving forward, thinking forward, because sometimes, man, being like a visionary, man, like it is it's scary out there, man, and when you seeing stuff on your own, or seeing stuff that people around you may not be seeing at the time, or they may not be like really visioning at the time, but you might have a vision, and you might tell somebody about it, and then they can't see it at the time. So it's like, so I feel like definitely hooking up with like-minded people, as we all know, because and then especially, man, make sure that motivation and that drive is really on your level, and really I feel like it's like a connection, bro.
Hmm.
Because it's like if you saying building a team, that come in many different ways too, also, because I feel like building a team could mean everybody on the team is we all coming up together and we all gonna get this paper together. Or coming building a team meaning you gotta pay people that you might not even know.
Hmm.
You gotta
For
pay
sure.
other people outside of the circle or in your circle. But most for sure, it's either or. It's gonna be we a group of people that we all want to come up together, or you might have your little bread together and you gonna spend some money to make your team. Because also that's the perfect part too. Like you gotta spend some bread. It's
Hmm.
gonna come a point to where you gotta spend some bread on something.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
And you can go a long while without doing something.
Hmm.
Until it's time to do it, and then you're gonna realize, like, damn, man, I'm at this ceiling where, man, I need to. Now I see what everybody was saying. Then now you gotta go spend some bread on that too. So I
Hmm.
do feel building a strong team is necessary, man. And then too, man, it gotta happen naturally too,
Oh yeah. It's definitely got to happen natural. It's
organically.
definitely, yeah, it's gotta definitely be organic. It's definitely gotta happen naturally. It's definitely gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be the same, on the same wavelength, and it's gotta be on the same page when you talking about bringing in people. And before, um you gotta feel people out too, because some people there for the opportunity. It's like relationships. Some people may only be with you because they just want to come up. They ain't really there with you to be there with you. They just there,
Yeah.
because they want to benefit from the situation. And once they feel like you useless, or you holding them up, they gonna pretty much, they gonna leave, or they gonna be disruptive, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch
Yeah.
people and watch people's intentions, because they you
Mhm,
know
bro, you
they
right.
s- they smile in your face all the while they want to take your place, and the name of that song. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? So it is what it is.
so I think really sometimes you don't pick a successful team. It just kind of just happens.
Yeah, well, I think
Either
you do,
or.
because, well, I mean, sometimes it does happen where y'all might meet in a certain place. Like me and you, we met on the South Side. You know what I'm saying? And 6, 7 years later, who knew? You know what I'm saying? It don't even feel like it
Yeah.
was been 6, 7 years, bro. It felt like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it was just yesterday. I was meeting you and Hayes and Smitty and everybody on the South Side when
Easy.
I was over there.
Easy.
You know, on the hip hop scene, trying to make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? And genuinely showing love. And
Yeah,
um,
that's a fact.
we linked up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said on the video I dropped earlier, y'all could watch the pro tip that I got from you, which was, post your content and log out. You know what I'm saying? Like you mean more to me than just a friend. Like you like the big brother that never had, and I got a big brother and I got a little brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's kind of one of the things where that did just happen. But then you got person like Tom Brady. I'm gonna quit calling him Tom Shady because
Why
players
you say
mess
that?
up too.
Why you say
But well, because he cheated a couple times. So I mean, you know, and against the Rams, like the Rams lost the Super Bowl because of that. But we ain't gonna talk about all that. I
that?
see. I went and did my research on him, and he does pick people that he knows is gonna produce and play in those positions. And if you're not picking people that's producing, you ain't
Yeah,
picking people that's gonna help you. Good, like he took less money to be with the Buccaneers, and we thought he was gonna retire, but he took even less money so that he could build out his squad. You
yeah,
know,
indeed, true indeed.
and at 43 years old, it's like he want to keep on playing because he still, he ain't hurt. He only had a couple little minor injuries. So in his whole time, he's played pretty much every year he's been in the NFL. So the name of the game now is getting who he want to get. And because he came in and won that first year, he know
Yeah,
he can write a blank check on, you know what I'm saying?
he got
He
leverage, man.
yeah, you got leverage.
He a
All
winner.
them Super Bowl rings and everything else like that. So that's what I'm saying. When
Ain't
you can
nothing
put a team
wrong when
together.
you up, and ain't nothing wrong when you down because I feel like both of them is gonna teach you a lesson. I mean, you're necessarily not wrong or you right, man. Especially doing what doing music or podcasts or whatever you jump off into, man. I feel like just do it because at the end of the day, man, man, folks. Oh, boy, on his wife.
Yeah, shout out King Robinson, man.
He said his wife. Yeah, nah,
Mm-hmm.
man. I just feel like, man, nowadays it's just easier just to take control, man, of what you want to do. It's like, man, you can create your own content, and that's something I'm glad you said too, because I wanted to touch on that too, man. I definitely want to touch on creating your content and logging out,
Oh yeah.
because
I
man,
I'ma
you
just
mentioned some
say,
game about that earlier, man.
oh yeah, man. To
Create
kind of
your
sum it
content
up,
and log out.
yeah, kind of sum it up, and I'm gonna put the video in the chat for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For y'all go and check that out later. Uh, basically, I'm gonna just tell you from experience.
Yeah.
Whenever I posted up content and just logged out and gone and did something else, or whether it was cleaning the house or like right after I made them videos, I
Did
made a
you
couple
feel better?
videos on. Yeah, well, I mean, I went out and you know what I'm saying? I went out and I did a couple videos before I left the crib for the ladies because I'm getting a lot of ladies on Facebook, man. They got in their feelings about one of the videos I had made, telling the brothers that was complaining about single moms. Um, I was telling them, if you got your money together, you ain't got to worry about that. You got options, and then they jumped on me so bad, but I kind of went back there to kind of talk to them, and then I left, went got something to eat, went and got my mom and them some donuts. Then I came back in, did my stream. Then I kind of just I sat there and watched a couple videos from my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then here we are. It's 6 o'clock. So before I knew it, it was 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
So if I had stayed on my phone and was just you know what I'm saying, just scrolling
Yeah.
and being nosy and being, seeing folks in
Well, man, I
relationships
feel
and
like,
all that,
man, kind
or
of like
posting
what
up
you said.
jewelry.
Yeah, I feel like kind of what you said, like, man, how, like I said back then, like, I feel like, man, because for me, like, I'm just posting my little stuff and I'm getting off, not just necessarily just getting off just immediately, but it's just about what you spending your time looking at. It's like because sometimes, man, all right now, man, and don't get me wrong, because it's entertainment sometimes because you could just stroll and look at some things. Like just say for instance, man, like if you sitting, I know for me, I've been in like in the studio before or something, and I maybe went blank on some bars or something. I might go strolling on the net or something. Then boom. I done found something to put together. Like I done seen something that gave me kind of like some inspiration. But for the
Mm-hmm.
most part, if I ain't posting no content about now, kind of like sharing some informational type of content or something like that, or like myself, because I tell my kids this all the time, like, man, don't just be on there, man, just looking at other people do, like that's cool, but limit that time to more so you learning on your like learn something on it,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Find some type of knowledge on it or somewhere. Look up what you into, but find out more about it. Like, don't just look at TikTok all day, people dancing. I mean, like that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
but don't just consume. Don't have that more consumption of you learning something from a great book, or you learning like you listening to like an audio book or something, or you watching something on one of them little smart little YouTube channels or something like that, where they showing you how something is made or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
You
just
don't
me.
want to just be on there just zoned out, and then
All for
you
nothing, because there's so much on there, bro, that you can get zoned out in. And don't get me wrong, I like it too sometimes because you'll go on there, but also I know people, man, like you can go on and then you log in and you gonna see it raw. I'm talking about and from bodies and all, like from all type of stuff. And it was people that I knew that didn't even want to see that stuff, and they would be like, "Nah, bro, don't even show me." Like they got off the internet beef.
mm-hmm. Oh
Like don't
yeah.
even try. But then again, zone, and you know what I say, you control what you want to see. If it's something you follow, just unfollow it. It's
Mm-hmm.
always them buttons around to hit to unfollow somebody.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
control that,
yeah.
man.
It been many a times, man. I didn't unfollow people on YouTube, or I didn't unfollow folks,
Is it
on
for a negative reason
Instagram.
though?
I mean, sometime of it is, yeah. It's like
Well, I guess it would, because if it
I
was
just got
positive,
tired
I
of them
guess it
talking.
wouldn't.
Like
Yeah.
it's this one YouTube channel, man. This dude
But do
do
we
a
need to care
whole.
sometimes, or shouldn't we not care?
No, I feel like if you following something, right, and you know that you don't agree with what they talking about,
And you see it, and
it
it makes your blood boil. You be like, man, this
you
motherfucker,
like, no, bro, it's
this
time me to
nigga
get up
steady
off of here. Like, it's time for me to get up out of here. Like, it ceased to be entertaining. It's like I'm getting tired of. I'm about to unfollow a lot of these blogs because, like, I don't want to see them. Like, when they posted up, shout out to Sauce Walker and his cousin Sauce Gohan. His cousin got shot in Chicago,
yeah.
and they set up there and posted up the vehicle that he was in, and
I think
talking
that.
about
I
how,
think that. I think
like
that.
I'm
He
like,
survived
bruh.
though.
I
He
mean, but
survived.
still, like,
He
don't nobody
survived.
want to see that car full of bullet
Yeah, but that's
holes
what
and
I'm
all.
talking about. Like, yeah,
Like,
like little stuff like that, bro. It's like, man, you a log in and you got somebody who filming that for the sole purpose just to make it go right. But no, but I think he put it on his page, didn't he?
I don't know. If he did, I didn't see it.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? I
well,
didn't see it.
somebody knew who car was and they filmed it and put it out there, for whatever reason. But I mean, hey, man, I just know I never been off into that type of internet savagery. It's real
Yeah,
savage
yeah.
when
They tweaking.
showing certain things. And this way before back then when the internet, I ain't even had kids, and I was still like, we're not showing none of that. We ain't showing nothing on that. I just always felt like that. Like the internet is not the place to show certain stuff, but hey, whatever floats their boat. Man.
Yeah, man. If you want to show guns, and you want to show whatever you want to show, paraphernalia, whatever it is, you know, that's
You
on
can
you.
do that. You can show whatever you want to show on social media. I feel like, but just be prepared for whatever comes along with that. Whether it's a stranger that see you out in public and they might bring up something on your page, or whether you get in trouble and somebody pull up your page. I mean, it's all
Yep,
type of stuff that comes along with showing certain elements of what you're doing to a certain degree.
exactly. I was
Yeah.
on. Matter of fact, shout out to Pimpin' and what's my dude name? Pimpin' and Parlay from the Franchise Boys. They had posted up a thing that said, let me see if I can find it real quick. They said that, you know, you should stop posting up your family, you know what I'm saying? Posting up your, you know, let me see here. Let me go over here and look.
That's what
I'm
they
trying to
say.
see posting up your family, posting up what you drive, posting up, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, taking every girl to your crib, you know, because that stuff does, you know what I'm saying? And by the grace of
Yeah.
God, I ain't never had no issue like that. But the fact that, let me see, okay, they took it down. But the thing is, you know what I'm
It was
saying? The thing
along
is,
them.
he
It
right.
was along them lines though.
Yeah, it was just, and they right. Cause once you start putting all that stuff out there, and everybody know where you drive, everybody know where you stay. You
And
know what
that's
I'm
even
saying?
on a little. That's even on a regular level. I feel like.
Exactly. It ain't even on no. Let me, you know what I'm saying, on no celebrity level. I've been doing that before. Like I even before now, I'm people stopping me in the grocery store, and people stopping me you know, at certain
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
And they be like, "Oh man, they go kill zone or whatever," you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so now I understand that, you know, folks is tapped in. So now I can't really be, you know, I gotta move a certain way, because now if I go out here and I'm out here in what was I finna say? Like if I go out here and I'm out here doing things, or jeopardizing myself or my family, then I'm the idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like
For
I'm
sure.
the
For
idiot,
sure.
the straight up idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the one. I didn't. You know, I got all this. Like we saw with Honeycomb Brazy. Shout out to him. He, you know, everybody knows. You know, down there in, I think in Louisiana or wherever he at. You know what I'm saying? And basically, you know, his grandmother and grandfather got shot, killed. Then they set up there and burned the house down. But you on the video, you know what I'm saying, dissing folks' whole hood and everything else like that. Now,
Certain
mind
stuff is
you,
just too real for that, man. It's like certain stuff should definitely just be left off wax and on the street, because always putting it on wax don't make you hard neither. I mean,
no.
even the weakest niggas in jail. I'm talking about the weakest, punkest nigga is in jail for hurting something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if you made you know love songs, but you might be the hardest person in the world outside of them love songs. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, showing that you hard don't necessarily mean that you hard. Some people just do
Mm-hmm.
dumb shit and just be, you know, portraying they hard, or just because you do something, you know, to somebody don't mean that you hard, because there's always somebody tougher than you, man.
Exactly.
There's always somebody
Exactly.
tougher and not
Bigger,
even
tougher,
more.
louder, you
You
know,
know it is.
crazier, you
Put the
know.
ER on it. You hear me?
Bigger,
Somebody
tougher,
put the ER
louder,
on it, nigga.
you know.
Cause we
All
gonna
that.
do it harder, nigga. We gonna put the ER
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
say
basically.
that. So that's why, yeah. That's why it's very
Shoot.
important. What? Now, what was you gonna
No, I'm right there with you. You look, I'm right there
say?
with you, bro.
No, man, that's good stuff, bro. You make for good stuff, like man. We ain't lying, man. Hey, a lot of people speak on the physical, man, but hardly ever on the mental abuse. What you think about that? Physical abuse, yeah,
Um,
we know what people putting their hands on each other and stuff like that. But mental abuse, you know what I'm saying? I guess either from somebody like putting you down, or man, maybe it's just like, man, you don't really know how to express yourself. So it's just like, man, you ill out here, man. People don't understand you.
I'm gonna
What you
say
think?
this when it comes to that, because like I done said before, I was in that once in that area, and it really comes down to, you know, you, like I said earlier, about the campaign.
Yeah.
It's about loving yourself, right? So once you love yourself and you stop making everybody be a op, or everybody being evil because they don't understand you, it's like You don't
Yeah.
want everybody to understand you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody don't stand for the same things that you stand for. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a simple thing of you gotta be out here and
Mm.
you have to love yourself regardless if don't nobody love you.
But
You know
some
what I'm
people
saying?
might actually need help mentally though. Like that's what I
I
mean.
mean,
Like,
yeah, but it's a choice though.
mentally,
This
some
is the
people
thing.
be sick, man, from rather from birth, rather from something that happened in their life. They took a bad drug and made them go bad. I mean,
I mean, but
certain people be a little off.
it's still a choice because I know a lady who has
You think
cerebral
being off
palsy.
is a choice, bro?
I'm saying, I'm telling you,
For something that's
some
genetically
of it
going
is
on in your brain as a
something
mental
is
illness.
no, listen to what I'm saying. Some of it, like a person that got cerebral palsy, right? Like I know a young lady who got cerebral palsy, right? She can write. She is immensely intelligent. She just can't verbalize it and she can't walk.
Yeah,
But every day she is happy. She found God. She done really got saved and really got tapped into her faith and she doing good. But we got people that we know that got anger issues
yeah.
or
That's what I was gonna
you know what
say.
I'm
What
saying?
about the person that's in a relationship? What about the friend who's just overly like just bullying? Or what about the bully? Or what about the I mean,
Well,
because
man,
mental
I'm
abuse
gonna
is
break all
more
that down. I'm gonna break all that down. So for a person who is indecisive, it's they caught in the middle. I didn't been that person where I know what the right thing is, but I know the right thing I should do, but then I know the thing that I want to do. And
yeah.
so you just got to choose to make a decision and then stand on it, good, bad, or indifferent. And then when you got somebody that's bullying, that's insecure about themselves, that again, that's a choice because if you in a relationship or a friendship, or this is a person you work with or go to school with or whatever, the bullying or the putting down is the projection of how they feel about themselves. So they got to unload and go in on you because they feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You may not feel bad, but
Right.
they feel bad. Like a lot of the guys that I got into it coming up with, right?
Yeah.
Them dudes was mad because they seen my mama. She come in, used to bring me lunch and stuff like that because she used to work right around the corner, right? From where I went to school. And even sometimes maybe 10, 20 minutes away, but she'll come bring me food. She'll come bring me lunch. Some
Right.
days, if she over that way, she'll give me something and then take it to the. What nobody else mama doing like, I mean, a couple people, but not by and large, what nobody mama doing like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if they did, they was bringing something for the whole class so that nobody feel left out because I was getting into it with cats behind that. You feel me? I was getting into it with cats behind uh my mama bringing the food, and then here she go with the food. Then they mad. Well, why your mama picking you up from you a wuss. Your mama picking you up every day out the bus stop. Man, we be walking home, and and we
Yeah.
gotta walk 12 blocks to get home. And
That
then
that,
so.
that sounds like jealousy.
But that my point is this though. That's why they bullying. That's why they doing whatever. And then the person in a relationship, they're insecure. They feel like they can't be themselves and keep that woman there with them or that man there
So I
with
guess
them.
I
So
can
they
kind of
gotta
feel when you say that being like feeling mentally ill is a choice because
to
if
a
you
certain
born
extent.
right, because if you born with a mental illness, then that's different. Because you born
Mm-hmm.
with a mental illness and people kind of expect, but trust me, I got family. I had a family member. I have a family member that then was around some homies. This early '90s. He's around some homies. They smoking on something and they laced him, and it made his mind go kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he cool now because he got himself back to that state. But at that time though, he was messed up.
Oh yeah, drugs will do that to you. But that's the thing.
So
Like,
whether you born that way or drugs or something, or maybe you just losing your mind because of your environment. I mean, some people not strong enough, Zone. Some people not mentally strong enough, bro,
mm,
to handle the downs of life and
I feel like
the stuff
but
that's
it's a
going on
choice.
around them.
I feel like it's a choice that you're not gonna be mentally strong. It's a choice that you're not gonna be happy. It's a choice. It's like I was just listening to Ben Baller. He was on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about this dude that was in FaZe Clan. That's a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Now you
Yeah,
would think a gamer wouldn't be popping pills and sipping lean, right? Man, he had as a result of that, he got nerve damage because you know what I'm saying? Or it might have been because he been playing the game or whatever, and then he got nerve damage. He got because he didn't really get into all of that. He just told him that he stayed on that brother long enough to him to detox from that, and
yeah,
he helped him go through the whole because he was addicted to lean too, but it was a choice. Then he was talking about Juice World. Juice World had hollered at him and was trying to help him, like he had asked, but he didn't have time like he did with the FaZe Clan dude. I don't know if it was before or after Juice World because
yeah.
he started to have his own family. He kicked the cup because he wanted to have his own family. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference when you have to make a choice and a decision that it is like even in my position, I done told my story and there's some other things about it. I just said, man, I just seen a quote from somebody that we know, and even though they don't be shouting us out, I'm gonna shout them out because this was something real that he said. Riley B. He said, here go. Hayes had to hit that brown on him.
That's some tea,
Had to sit
man.
there, bruh.
I'm
So
sipping tea.
he said I'm sipping tea, but he said it could all be over. You know, God could call you home tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so I started living when I had the things that like started like
Shout
affecting
out to
me.
Riley B, man. That's my boy, man.
Yeah. But when he said that, I had that realization, and somebody else had said it to me, but I seen it today. It's like, man, you better find something to be happy about. I don't care if you got cancer. I don't care if
What do we
you
say
know,
though?
you,
What
huh?
we say?
What we say?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Because you was just saying, I don't. You better find something happy to be about. Because if you ain't in jail or in the hospital bed
Exactly.
or dead,
Or
you got
dead.
something to be happy about.
Exactly. And so
Especially if you wake up feeling halfway good, then that means then you better put the other half to doing something good.
exactly. It's like, but if it's a choice, if you're gonna wake up and be mad or whatever, cause like Hayes, I used to like before my little accident, right?
Yeah.
I told you I had something wrong with me. I had sex addiction, bro. I had to get up, and it was almost like, bro, like being on the lean or whatever. But when I had that incident, at first I was sad because I was like, man, I was going through withdrawals and I felt like I was done and I was finished. And then, I started getting better and stuff like that. Then something else had happened. But I realized what God was doing in that moment with me. He was stopping me from destroying myself because
Yeah.
I was constantly getting in relationships. I was out here kicking it. I was, I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff. You could put it together if you want to. We ain't gonna get all graphic on here, but you know what I'm saying. We men, so use your imagination. So my point
Yeah.
is this: once I got off of that, and I could use that as a crutch as to why, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I can't kick it with such and such because they got a family, or you know, I call you sometimes and I'll be like, damn, like, But I realized that, you know, just because I have a girlfriend or just because I have a family or whatever, that's not gonna take the pain and the hurt that I got away from my situation. So I have to be happy with the
With
situation, with the
yourself.
hand I was dealt.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like I can't, you know what I'm saying? And even still,
Right.
like
But
once
after
there
that time passed, man, it's time to move on, and then let's go looking for what you're looking for.
exactly.
Because don't stay stagnant on there for too long.
I mean, well, when it come to me as far as that, I'm kind of just
But
praying
not just
on,
you personally. I ain't talking
yeah,
about
I'm
you.
just saying, I feel like everybody should stop and think. And when it come to whatever it is, whatever
I feel like
situation
even
could
in a relationship, you still got to work on yourself
exactly, you still
because
gotta because
you still got to work on yourself even when you in a relationship just to make both of y'all better because she or he gonna make you better regardless. If they working on themselves because one person can't be working on themselves and the other not working on themselves.
exactly,
They
and
just
then
gonna
that
feel
point,
like the other one is doing this, and look, you just staying here. I'm gonna steady
Mm-hmm.
going. Gone. I'm
Exactly.
gonna feel like, hey, look, man, you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. Like they
Mm-hmm.
ain't how it's supposed to go. It's like we both supposed to be here with it.
Mm-hmm.
We gone, cause both of us on the same mission at the same time. We thinking the same, and we putting our money together. We doing this and that. Also, if you put your money together, save your own money, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no wrong with that. Being your own
At
boss,
all.
even when you with somebody, man, because that's just gonna make it shit. If I fall, I ain't ashamed to go ask my lady, hey, you got a couple dollars I can get from you? I got you back. As long as
Mm-hmm.
she got it, I got it. Same,
Mm-hmm.
if I got it, if she ain't got it, then she can get it. That's how
Exactly.
it's supposed to be.
Exactly. You know, for real. Like, I mean, that's just how. That's really how it's supposed to be. But you got if you know you ain't getting that though,
Oh
you got to
well.
exit. You got to make an exit. And I feel like this.
Well, you ain't gotta
You
make an
know.
exit, man. Man, you can't exit. You gotta just work on yourself, man. And then if you're not working on yourself, well, now if we specifically speaking on relationships, then if you're not working on yourself, or if you see your partner not working on themselves, and you ain't gonna keep it real enough to tell them, versus you just holding it in, keeping it in, ain't saying nothing to them, but you feeling
Mm-hmm.
some type of way, like that's where the shit go fucked up at, because you start feeling some type of way after a while, and then it be like, so the first time you get into it with somebody, you just go spewing all the things that you've been wanting
Mm-hmm.
last, for the last however long that you've been feeling like, I feel like I'm elevating, but you not. So I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
from the get go, if that's your partner, your friend, your whoever, now it's like, now we speaking in general. Like if you dealing with somebody and you feeling like you fuck with them, or you love them, or they really your people, and you feel like you elevating, but they ain't, I feel like you entitled to tell them, hey bro, I'm finna, or tell them what you doing, or tell them what you expect from them.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You could tell a person that, and you can kind of get. It's like the
As long as
Kanye
you
and Kim
told them,
situation. It's like the kind. It well, even then, you got to tell them, and then once you see that your little time go by, you just got to remove yourself from this situation. Like Kanye did with Kim, right? We going back to that.
that
He
boy
did the
told
right
her,
thing.
don't contact me, contact my security.
I mean, but that's how he felt because he felt like, shoot, I'm trying to set a good example for our daughters, and I'm not tweaking
Man,
out
that's
here in the
bullshit,
public.
man.
I'm just
That's
saying, I mean, that's a
bullshit.
good example because he did what he was
Don't
supposed to
contact me.
do.
Well, allegedly they saying that he told her that he changed all his numbers and said,
That's fine. He don't want to have nothing.
contact security.
He don't want to have nothing to
Bro, we
do
got kids,
with her.
man. That's physical. Come on, bro.
I
It
mean,
ain't that
but
serious to not talk to you.
no, but
You
he
shouldn't be
he only
talking.
doing he
Look,
probably
Zone,
doing that for a
look,
little
Zone,
while.
listen.
He
If
doing
we
that for a
not
little while,
dealing with
bro.
it, well, okay, because he mad. But okay, but still.
Or
But
not
now
even because he mad. He want to show her that he's serious about this. Because with him, he up, he down, he up, he down. We said this before. Oh, you ain't lying and be this. He up, he down, he up, he down, he up. And that's why I said, even in my situation, it's like you can't just be wishy-washy like that. You have to be consistent. You can't be indecisive. One minute he want to be he want to be Jesus. Now he following Jesus. One minute he did, now he Gandhi, and now he love, he loving hoes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, excuse my language, but
he
I'm
won
just
a
saying,
Grammy,
like,
man. He just won a Grammy.
yeah. Not, but he right back on the song talking about,
That
what he
was for
say?
like some gospel stuff, right?
Yeah, but he said he wasn't gonna never make no secular music. He got two secular songs out here where, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't cursing on there, but at the same time, it was still a secular song. And
No,
they
you
was
just
talking about,
feel like it was secular because of the feeling, because you just said it with no cussing on there. It
no,
wasn't
no,
nothing
no,
but
no, no,
baby
no, no.
cussing.
He was on Playboy Cardi and he was on somebody else song that it was just Ty Dolla Sign. You know what I'm saying? That's secular music. So you already, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and so with Kim, she probably like, well, shoot, I just need you to be stable because I'm dealing with my crazy mama. I didn't pick you. You wasn't a dude that she wanted me to be with. I picked you anyway. You was on my bumper. You knew
Don't
what I was on, and you picked me anyway. if you wanted a girl, you should have got a black girl. If you wanted a girl that was gonna just fall in line and do what you do and accept your craziness, I'm a boss already. I help you get out of debt. So that's all I'm saying. We on the outside looking in, but I could just tell that he was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it seemed like he getting some type of normalcy. Now it seemed like he getting, you know what I'm saying? But
You think himself out now, or he? I never felt like Kanye was on this whatever everybody's saying. I never felt
no,
like that.
he was emotionally he was. Now mentally he can
He
still
said
go in
it
there
though,
and do.
yeah, but I never thought that about
I
it.
knew it because
Never.
I was going through it the same. I was doing the same thing. I'm functional. I can go to work. I could do all these shows and everything else like that. But until I sat down and until I said, you know what, I'm not finna be out here complaining or being mad or whatever about my situation. It's nothing that I could do about it. If the girl that I want don't want me, or if I'm, if I'm hurt or if I'm sick or if I'm dealing with whatever, I still am going to be happy and going to stay focused. Now, like I say, I just like I told you before we got on here, it be getting lonely at night sometimes because you want to be, laid up next to somebody because it make you go to sleep faster. Like it make you go to sleep. As soon as you go in there with the wifey hands, you be knocked out. And some days we be on there talking, and I know when you get in the bed because you start nodding off, and
That
then you be
nigga
like, "Hey,
saying that
zone,
it's a
I'm
whole different vibe, huh?
yeah, I know with the conversation. I was like, Zone, you be like, Zone, you there? You be, yeah, Zone, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already know. So, cause I know when I
Yeah.
did it when I was moved up, I did. You had just said that to me. You was like, man, I'm finna call you back. Cause boy, I was in the bed. I was finna,
No, I just told your ass. I say, boy, I remember, man, when you was with somebody, boy, I used to call him. Man, I'm gonna call you back, bro. Ain't no wrong with that though. I ain't tripping, but I said, boy, you was the callback king, boy.
yeah, but at
You
that
was the
time
callback king.
I was just over there or whatever, and you know how we get to talking. So you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, right. You're
so I already know I
it'd
gotta
be a whole
wait
motherfucking
until
hour later, a whole 2 hours
yeah,
later on the phone. You be like, damn, you
yeah,
on the phone
yeah,
that long?
yeah. But see, it's different because some people's gals, and I had them type of gal like the wifey with you, she gonna go in the other room and go get on the phone or watch something or something till you come in there. The girls I was with, oh hell no, they
They steady
all
bothering you. They steady
yeah,
bothering
like
you. They
yeah,
steady want you to get off the motherfucker and shit.
yeah. So I already know, like, all
Hold up,
right, let me
hold up.
call
I hear
Hayes
you. Look,
back.
I hear you though. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, hell yeah, though. I mean,
Oh, right when I said that.
that boy say, but the ladies that you messing with, boy, they gonna keep
yeah.
messing with you, man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be like, but yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, and it's a different. Sometimes, man, it's just a different feeling, man. And it's
Yeah,
just like
it really is.
it's a
It
different
really is a
feeling, bro.
different feeling.
You
I
know,
mean, but hey,
but
man, you gotta just let shit happen naturally, man. I feel like that's the remedy for everything. Just let it happen naturally.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you
Because when
know,
shit happen naturally, that be the best. Like, man, like even with relationships and friendships but especially with like a relationship, man, if you meet like a young lady and y'all just hit it off naturally without saying, normally, man,
mm-hmm.
that'd be the best wave. Even with music, man, how many times have you heard people say they ain't know that song was gonna be a hit? They just made it and they just naturally went in there and made it. They ain't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, some of the best music we done had then came out like that, you know, and that's a fact. Like it's some of the best music we done had that came out just like that, you know. But
some of the best, some of the best, a whole lot of stuff. They came
yeah,
out like
yeah,
motherfuckers is like, man, we met up and from there just boom.
yeah.
So,
Shoot,
I feel like, man, the way you try to modify the shit is when it's, you know, when
yeah.
things kind of not go your way.
And they go left, yeah. So Hayes, it's so many jobs within the music industry. why is it being an MC or a rapper always the first pick?
Cause that's the first thing that we know. That's the first thing we know, period, about music is just being an MC. They not coming off telling you you can be a manager, you can be a role manager, you can be a producer, you can be an A&R, you can be the CEO, you can be like just you know what I'm saying? Like it's just countless stuff behind the scenes, but other than just holding the mic. You know what I mean? And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of this I feel like only comes about like a lot of the people that I heard, like they throwing people into positions that's many like they partners first time even doing it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you only gonna know what you need. Like somebody, okay, you start popping. Now you don't want to handle your booking, but you find like a relative or somebody that you know that you send people to contact them to
Mm-hmm.
get to you. So it's like a chain of
Yep.
command. Like it's like a chain of people. Because most like you're not hitting these rappers up. Like when you handling real business, you're not hitting them up directly. I mean,
Nope.
not for most people.
Nope.
You
Nope.
may
You're
be hitting
not.
the manager, man. How many times have you seen somebody on Drink Champs and like, yeah, man, I had hit such and such manager up and boom, boom. So half the time, man, that you getting in touch with the entourage of the people and stuff like that, then you get in touch with them. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying on that note is most of the times people who get in them positions who find out about them are people who getting thrown in them positions right then and there. But then again, I feel like in 2021 the game is exposed more than ever, so it ain't really no excuse in 2022 or moving forward that you shouldn't even know about other things to do besides holding the microphone. But
Mm-hmm.
then at that point in the game, you discovering talent then because or the person who holding the microphone got to start employing people around him. So whether it's your friends, your family, or you paying somebody, or somebody that who with you, like how we said at the beginning, it's somebody with you who want to come up with you and believe in the movement, and they and y'all all working together.
For sure.
So,
Uh,
you,
I
you
feel like, huh?
I said you sleepy.
No, man, it's my allergies, bro.
Yeah.
It's all up in here. It's all up in here. But what I was gonna say is, I feel like everybody wants to be the rapper because that's the glory position. It's like a quarterback
First thing
on a
you see,
football field. That's the
right?
first thing you see. It's the first thing you hear, and you don't care about the producer like that
It
for
didn't used
real.
to be
Like,
like that though. It was the DJ at first.
yeah, it used to be. I mean, it was a DJ and a rapper for so long until
First it was the
now.
DJ, then it was the rapper.
Yeah, but until now, because I mean, we were just talking about that on $1 million worth of game and what you call them 85 South Show. They were just talking to DJ Drama about that, and I feel like now's the time. Shout out to L Streets, you know, Jadal Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Now's the time. Her. She brought DJ Screen
The
back.
law,
Yeah, that's Hayes' favorite song.
the law.
Uh, yeah. So I feel like the rapper though is always gonna get the shine. Everybody wants to rap because I can stand in front of a
Hey,
camera, 100 guns loaded, or if I'm a girl, I'm a twerk, booty all out.
not for me though,
Boys,
because for me, even though I rap nowadays, I got my hand in a little producing, and it's like, which we gonna get to that? Which, yeah, we gonna get to that. but like I was gonna say, like man, but in today's world, man, it's just man, you can easily get your hands into this game, bro, on your own, man.
yep,
That's the most important key there. But for me, I feel like looking at people like Coach K, P,
P,
Top Dog, Punch,
whack
Jermaine
100.
Dupri, Whack 100, them Diddy, like them all black entrepreneurs who got a record label, bro, like who flourishing, man, or who done did it like at a certain level, man. Even Russell Simmons, bro. But,
Mm-hmm.
but that's if you got the vision to want to do that, because everybody don't want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Some people,
don't want to do what baby do.
yeah. I actually like development, and I mean, I feel like I'm P, or I feel like I feel like I'm that person too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with all what we doing, that's kind of how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might drop a record every now and then, like baby, but I got my hand in this. I got different talent that I, help promote, and got, not just even outside of us, but like with, shout out Charlie Norwood, shout out Lil Cryro, shout out Link, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And shout out that Loopy chick, you know what I'm saying? And other people that, that I root for. Shout out Lamar Harris, with the Soundwave Comic Expo. He had me back on there. They just re-aired the panel I was on with him. So I feel like, shoot, now more than ever. That's why I was telling you about, you know, feeling like I'm on. We may not be there
yeah.
monetarily wise or whatever
Like
wise,
view
but I feel
wise
like.
or likewise or but yeah,
But I was just watching something with Gary Vee. He said, "Man, post the stuff that you like doing." Like he was saying,
which
he
we do
talked to
though,
a.
right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he was saying that we focusing on the likes and focusing on the views and all that. But do you really like it? He was like, he was talking to a bunch of bodybuilders and booty models, and they was just like, look, I want to focus on vegan lifestyle, and he was like, well, post vegan lifestyle for a year and see what happens. And shoot, that's what I done saw in last year. I just seen the numbers where I was at and the numbers where I was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I had I was at a million something
Total
and the
view.
channel total views, but I went up like, let me go here and look now, at 65,000.
Yeah.
But more people are watching more of the content. And every episode that we have, when we do these or I do it live, most of the time, like it's sometimes where people be on halfway or at the first 20, 30 minutes or whatever.
I definitely feel like man, we the underdogs that still but even
I don't even
though
feel like we the underdogs. I feel like we on our way up now. The underdogs, when we was posting 12 videos and wasn't getting nothing, people is coming up here every week
you
watching
right,
us from
you
beginning
right,
to end. It might be,
you right.
2 to 3 to 10 people that'll be in
And
here
I
from the
salute every
beginning
one of y'all,
to
man,
the
that's
end.
tapping in and watching. And I thank every one of y'all that's watching. So,
For real, for real. I'm talking about we on Twitch, we on Facebook, we
we
on
on every block.
YouTube, we on Jadal Gaming, we everywhere. So it's like I don't even feel. I feel like we own now. Like I feel like we gotta, kind of speak that into existence. We can't be feeling like, oh
No, but
man, we
man,
the
but
under.
like I tell you all the time, and I say, man, nah, bro, we are in the sense of what you're talking about. I mean, we walking. It might not be,
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying that the views and the likes might not be where we want it right now, but it's
cause
still
then you be
like,
like, cause then you end up being like Soldier Boy, where Soldier Boy feel like he feels persecuted and hated on when he already done put up all these crazy numbers. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he all man, I'm
See, but
having the
that's
biggest.
hey, some people need that though. Some people just feel like that though because they just do as well. It's like man, certain people just feel like they always just getting slept on, bro. And even though, like you said, Soldier Boy put points on the board, or even Lil Bow Wow, like Bow Wow still young, like he in his early 30s still, and people be trying to clown him or something like that. But man, Bow Wow, nigga, you can't lie and say that he wasn't a shit back then.
Yeah,
But
I mean, but
but then,
we
hold
talking
on,
about.
no, but I was gonna say,
I,
but the only
Go
cats
ahead,
who
go ahead.
saying something is the cats who wasn't even born when he was even popping.
Yeah,
Because if you
shout
was
out to
around when Bow Wow was, if you was around when Bow Wow was little, then you know what I'm saying. But he been in the game long enough, like, but because think, Benny, I just watched something where Benny just said that his career started when he was 32.
yeah. Shout
You
out
know
to
what I
Paso
mean?
Doty.
And he in his late 30s now. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Fast forward a few years later, so like he was saying, he had to spend his whole life as a regular nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
or a nigga trying to get on. Then finally, when
Mm-hmm.
it hit, you didn't spend so many years being preparated and having so much preparation that you shit, nigga, you own it so tough. It look easy.
Yeah, I mean, but I think what Bow Wow is Bow Wow just wasn't consistent. I feel like people was complaining about Bow Wow because Bow Wow he went off on JD, he went off on Ti, he got
Yeah,
rid
that
of his
was after.
team.
That
He
was
had to
after.
win. No, that was when he was at the top of his game. He felt like, oh man, I could do this myself. And he out of all the records he put out, he probably had like two records that I felt like was hot, but because he had cut himself off from the system and cut himself off from his team, if he had stayed with Jermaine and Ti, and they kept writing for him, and he kept writing songs and stuff, and Omarion and stuff like that, which he did for a while, I felt like he could have stayed on top. He could have been in that bracket with Drake.
Yeah.
But because when he and then if he had stayed with Sierra too, they would have been a power couple,
Uh,
and like he would have been like up there with, I say it all the time,
it's more
Chris
so,
Brown
man.
and
Angela
Rihanna.
Simmons, bro.
For real, no, even with
Angela
her,
Simmons.
he could have stayed with her, and he had wifed her up. He left her because he couldn't smash her without getting married at the time, and then of course we know what happened
Leave
with
my
that.
cousins alone, man. They're both my cousins.
He said this is my cousin. But that's what happened. That's what he said. He said I wasn't finna be with her, and I mean we dated, we was kicking it, but she was
You
saying
know what
that.
that show showed me, man? No, that show that her and Romeo and them was on. It just made it seem like Romeo was always playing like he didn't like her. Like he was
No, he
always on
did.
her like yeah, but he was always playing like on the show like he wasn't really tripping off her. But Bow
No,
Wow
he
showed
was
all the love.
that was after the whole situation. That was after she had ducked him and everything else like that. He just said, we cool, but I'm not finna raise your kid when I was trying to holler at you, when I was trying to
Man,
get with
that
you.
that shouldn't even matter, man. If you want her, you want her, and you gonna be with that kid.
No, bro, no, 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 no. Because if a girl it's a couple girls right now that you see what happened with Masika and her boyfriend, right?
Uh-uh.
Masika made this man wait 10 years. She had a baby with Fetty Wap. She was with three, four other rappers. And she didn't want this dude. So soon as they get engaged, they break up, and then they still messing around, still smashing each other or whatever. But she didn't publicly humiliated this dude. Like all he wanted to do was get them draws, right?
Yeah,
So my point is this: if a dude gonna sit around and wait on a female that clearly has no interest in him, but she coming around now because she wants you to raise this child, because it could have been your child. Like hell no, bro. I'm not finna adopt this kid and do all of it. Like now, it's different if you had a kid before I met you, but I'm not finna be you ain't finna. I tell you that I like you, then you didn't ran out here and got turned out, and ran down by the streets,
dang.
and then you say, "Oh, I want to be with." It's like if same thing with some of my exes. If I came back with all the problems that I had, right, and they said, um, no, then what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to spin the block a couple of times on it, especially this one chick. But I
I said we
knew
gotta
from the
spend the
jump
block at the time.
it was a couple of times. But once a woman done, they done. We as men gotta start being resilient and start saying no, and start standing on our name and standing on what we stand for.
And
Because
stop just giving in for the power of the P, huh?
exactly, exactly. Because that's all it be. Most of the time, it don't even
Yep.
like I said. Romeo did the right thing. She didn't want him when he wanted her. I'm not finna raise your baby. You could have had it all. You know what I'm saying? But you wanted to get with a thug. So you wanted to get with a thug, then
Uh,
that's what you're gonna have to go out here and get. That's what you're gonna have to be with. Or somebody who's going to accept you having this child by this. But see, the best part about that is he ain't got to worry about no baby daddy issues. Nobody who get with her, because the dude, he died. Remember, he got shot,
that's
killed.
not the best parts, dude. That's
No, it is the best. That's
that's
the
the
best
fucked
part.
up part
Now,
about it. Cause
I
dude is
mean,
gone.
it's messed up, yeah, that he gone. But I'm talking about for the next man, he ain't got to worry about the baby daddy running down on him with a pistol. He ain't
I
gotta
don't
worry
even
about
look
the
at that
man
like that
shaking
now,
him.
dog.
No,
Don't
I'm
even
just
look at
saying.
that like that, bro.
I do, cause I'm just saying, like when you're dealing with some, cause from my personal experience, when you're dealing with somebody and you got that, you have an underlying fear of if you do anything wrong with this child that they deem the mama and the dad, even the mom, if the mama co-sign you saying you can whoop the kids, discipline the kids,
But what
whatever,
we say, if you with a woman that who don't let you, if you with that woman and y'all deep into a relationship and the child is not yours, you should be able to chastise that child without nothing, you know.
but I'm trying to tell you,
Especially,
Hayes, if you can't,
but look though, man. But like I keep telling you, that's one of them things to where it's touchy because especially if the father is alive and around and he just a phone call away, but that's not necessarily saying that he don't stay in the household as you and the new child,
more of the
the child.
story, Bow Wow did the right thing. I mean, Romeo did the right thing because now he ain't got to deal with none of that. And the girl he got with, she, I forget what she doing, but she's educated. She got something going on for herself. You know what I'm saying? She really ain't on Instagram
No,
like
no,
that.
I gotta
And
clear
so
this up because man, you made it seem like the man being gone is even better. It's not.
it's
I'm just
better
saying that the fact that
because now
even if the
she
man
on.
is alive, bruh, it's still a touchy shit. Cause I got kids and I know if
I'm
I'm not
saying
with her
though,
and you with
you
her,
know,
but I'm
I'm talking about,
around, you want to
yeah.
whoop some ass when you can. But you saying if I ain't around because I'm gone, 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 then you like okay, yeah, cool. I ain't gotta worry about that.
I ain't got to worry
There's
because
some
I already
niggas
got to
that ain't.
worry.
Hey, look, zone. There's some niggas that ain't even dead and ain't even around like that.
But
Them
my
niggas
point
alive and
is,
they dead to the situation.
is this: I come from the era of my stepdaddy.
And we talked
He
about this
wasn't,
before too.
but I'm reiterating it because my stepdaddy, right? He wasn't necessarily in my life like that, but I still had to give him when I was with him.
You got to give them respect.
He could chastise me and whoop me. You know what I'm saying?
Because
It's been a couple
you
times
come
where he
from a
had to.
different cloth, man.
But that's what I'm saying, because that was how they was doing it back in the day. If you got married, if your mama got married, your stepdad, some people did take it too far. And that's the reason why
And
today
like I said, I don't
women is
relate because I grew up with both mine. You know what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying. So my point is Romeo did too. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't, I don't think for the whole time, but up to a certain point, him and his mom and daddy was together for a certain point, correct?
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
she had
yeah.
the so my point is, why would he then knowing as Romeo, right? Why would he go and get with somebody who didn't want him when they could have been together. Like I just had this conversation with a homegirl of mine that I used to like back in the day. I told her, I said, you know, when we both was getting out of these relationships, she had a little money, you know what I'm saying, going to school and stuff like that. She was getting, you know, I ain't gonna get into all her business, but my point is she was well off to where she is now. And she had the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, me and her could have had got together and we could have been ruled the world. 'Cause I really did like her back then, but she didn't like me. So now she's saying, look, I'll get with you because you a husband material. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that she a good friend of mine, but I'm like, cause I don't feel the same way no more. And that's all I'm saying about the Romeo situation is if he was to pull the trigger on it, he only got to deal with them. He only got to deal with Angela, Rev, and her mama. That's the only three people he got to really deal with. Cause the
Just,
daddy is
just,
gone.
just the baby and the family, huh?
Exactly. He ain't got to deal with the baby
But that's what I'm
daddy,
saying. There's
the
some niggas
dudes
that
in
the
the
daddy
trap.
ain't dead and he's still not around. So what you
I
do then?
mean, but then
Same
that
rules
mean
apply, right?
but
The
no,
same
no,
rules apply.
because he don't care nothing about it. He don't care if you chastising or discipline his kid, because he don't care. He act
But
like
he's
that
still
child
not
don't even
around.
exist.
But he's still not
Yeah,
around. Even though he
yeah.
alive and might be in the same city, he don't see his child at all.
And again,
So the
I
same
keep saying
mentality applies.
I keep saying this all the time though. That's why I tell the like I just said in my video. For the guys that's complaining about them having to deal with single mothers, you need to get your money right. Cause see, Romeo got his money right, and you don't even have to deal with that headache. It's like with same thing with me. I didn't need to even deal with that headache because I wasn't equipped for that. It helped me in the long run because I was out here dealing with some more women I shouldn't have had dealt with. It helped me in the long run to slow my butt down. But my point I'm saying is this: when you're dealing with other folks' kids, it's a lot that come with that. And I just feel like as a man, you should just go ahead and have your own kids. And if you can't, you need to wait until that person kids get grown and up out of the way. Because then you ain't gotta worry about what you if you and her got some kids, then he's grown and it's like with Joe Budden and what's her name? Sin, right?
Yeah.
Joe Budden, Sin ain't had to do nothing with Joe Budden girl. Sin ain't got to do nothing with
His
Joe Budden,
son.
with Trey, with Son. He got to even deal with him.
That's because
Now,
he's older
with
though.
but that's my point. She wasn't tripping off of the baby mama and all that. Like she was sending child support. He done sending the child support. He putting them in college. He in college. He rapping. He doing his thing. They didn't. If they had stayed together, it'd have been cool. Even now, he ain't tripping off of that. He dealing with his son. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he doing, and he staying single. He just realized, look, I need to be single. I don't need to be in these relationships. I'm off the drugs or whatever else what I was doing, and I'm doing great. I got some M's. I'm doing well. Um, I got a dope house. I'm living in a dope neighborhood. I'm cool. Like sometimes you gotta go through them things, man, to get you to the point where you love yourself, and then otherwise, if let's say Romeo would have just got with her, look at all the problems that would have caused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She on Instagram showing her whole body, you know, and that ain't the cloth that she cut from.
That
We know
ain't.
the cloth that she cut from, and that's not to say nothing bad about it, but we just know what's up though, and that's all I'm saying as far as
It's just with her when she doing that, you think like, damn, what's up? Like, why she doing that? Like, because you know where her father, you know the background. You remember seeing her, like, man, on a reality show as a kid. It's just like, like, motherfucker ain't gotta be doing all that, man. But maybe that
now her
thirst,
sister ain't doing all her older sister
maybe
ain't
that's
doing
because
all
she
that.
thirst trapping.
There you go. And
You
she got to
can,
raise
bro.
her child without a man, without the father. The father, they wasn't even. I don't even think they was even together. But the whole point I'm saying is he it's a touchy subject, but
I
I feel
just see
like
with you that you just always gonna think if you get with a woman with kids. I feel you with the chastising, but I just feel like for me, it's just to a certain degree. You just feel like,
man,
no, if I'm with that person, I'm 100% whooping that ass like you mine. That's what you are.
exactly, because I can't whoop my. If we had kids, I can't whoop one of them and then
You
not
gonna whoop your
whoop
kid
the.
like a dog, but then the kid that's not yours, you ain't gonna whoop him.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
that.
okay, yeah, that's stupid for sure. That's
That's
stupid
all I'm
for sure.
saying. It for everybody get the same. Shoot,
To a
like,
certain degree, I feel you, yeah. Especially if you with that person and you married and you with that person, y'all serious and for sure.
but see,
You
nowadays,
feel
Hayes, the ladies out here, they want a man to come in and be their man, but don't say nothing to their kids. They just like, well, shoot, I ain't gonna have no kids with you. Like that's what they want. They want a man to come in, wife them up, and then not say nothing to their
hey, that
kids.
sounds like some baby boy shit.
Basically,
You
I mean, that's what
ain't
they
going
want to do.
there. You know what I'm saying? He tried to tell her that nigga had to yoke him up. Nigga, little nigga. Like you had
Cause
to
he
put the
gonna
yoke
talk
nigga
all, yeah,
on.
exactly. You gotta at that point they was grown, so it was like he got in his face, he put his hands on him, he pushed him, and so Ving Rhames yoked him up. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Like
no respect.
you had exactly you. That's the whole point of it. I'm not just kicking your behind just to be kicking your behind. It's a respect thing. Cause if you get out here with these police or these dudes out here in the street, they gonna gun you down. That's why they gonna gun you down
They're gonna
straight
do
up.
you dirty.
Exactly.
They're gonna do you dirty.
Or you're gonna end up like Kirk Franklin's son, begging. You know what I'm saying? I found
Think
out
about that, man. Do you
Ricky
think that boy
Smiley,
should have apologized, man?
Man, he need to get his ass whooped, and he need to he need to
Who?
apologize because his
Who?
dad.
Frank
I mean,
Curtis? I mean, Frank.
the son, because
Okay,
Ricky
okay.
Smiley
Not
came out and
not
said
Kurt Franklin, but the son.
the son.
No,
Ricky
but I
Smiley
asked
came.
you, do you think that Kurt Franklin should have been apologized?
No, Kurt Franklin should, but he did that for his brand because we live in
For
this
his
cancel
business,
culture,
right, right. He did that
and
for
that's
his
why I
business.
was just. That's why I had to run that down to everybody early on my stream to the younger viewers that want to get on, the kids that want to get on. I'm not playing with no kids online. Period. You know what I'm saying? You got to be 17 and up, like it say on this box. You know
And
what I'm
y'all
saying?
don't and
And
don't feel the type of way, y'all, because he told me that one time. Like my youngest wanted to play. He told me, like, hey, they too young, man. I ain't finna get on
I
there
ain't
with them.
you ain't finna cancel me.
I'm like, nigga, it's me. He like, man,
Now, if we all like,
Hayes,
I'm gonna
I
say it
feel
like.
you. I'm like, nigga, you is tripping. But I respected it. I'm like, yeah, I did. I told them,
Now, if
but
we all at the crib and the game is on or whatever, we all in the comfort of our own home. That's a whole different vibe. Like they got Tekken going, Street Fighter or whatever. We all sitting there. That's a different thing because we all together. But when we on this internet, you know what I'm saying, and X amount of million people watching it, because I don't want to blow up and then somebody mama get mad or this dude get mad and then he gonna tell his parents, years later, man, Killzone, man, he was on there trying to, trying to seduce me or something like that, or especially a little girl too. You be up out of there. Same thing with the females, man. My phone been when
they're
I
gonna
deal
go
with a
back.
woman.
Remember, Zone was talking to this 7-year-old playing the game that day.
I'm just saying,
He was
even
talking
with
to
the
a seven
females,
year
man,
old
cause
playing a game and
even with
shit.
the females, bro, for the last 10 years, my phone, my house, my car, whatever whip you see me in,
Yeah.
it's been tapped. Every message is with either T-Mobile, AT&T, ADT. They got it. You know what I'm saying? They got it. I ain't, I keep all the stuff off site so they don't do me like the game where they leaking my sex tapes and all that. But all I'm saying is, I had to clap
Crazy.
on, clap off. But I'm just saying because I saw when Chris Brown was getting done in, when R. Kelly the stuff was going down with him at first, the first time, even before all of this. I was like, man, if I'm gonna be in this entertainment industry, I gotta make sure that my ducks is in a row, my eyes is crossing
Yeah.
it can't nobody say I was ever
They're
on no
doing
creep
things on a
business.
professional level. That's all. Just doing it with a professional mind
Yeah,
state. That's all. Because even though it's not there, I mean, like not speaking now, but I'm saying like even when you're not there all the way yet, like for real, for real, for real, it's still important to keep that mindset as if you're there. Like
exactly.
that's all we saying. So even him feeling like that, like yeah, I ain't gonna get on nobody who ain't 17 or older, and that's even right now. So you know what I'm saying. But it's just a mindset thing, bro. Doing it
Exactly.
yourself, doing it yourself, and being your own boss feel way better. And here's
Oh
why.
yeah.
I'm gonna answer this because when you
Man,
do it
cause
yourself,
shoot.
hold on, nigga, I got you. I got you. I got you. He said, he's like, man, shoot. No, but doing it yourself and being your own boss feel ways better. Yes, it do. Yes, indeed. Because when you pressing your own buttons, you're not waiting on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then like, man, this it's gonna be days, man, and you're gonna have to self motivate yourself too. Because doing it yourself, meaning that you self motivating yourself, you teaching yourself, you looking at things that's gonna bring you knowledge and then also I feel like man, you for sure gonna feel 1,000 times good about something when you did it yourself. I'm talking about 1,010%
Man,
better when you can do your artwork yourself, when you can do the whatever
the beat.
the beat yourself, where you can go record yourself, where you can film yourself, but don't get me wrong. Now, to all these things, you're gonna need maybe some help sometimes because you're gonna have to reach out to somebody to mix your stuff. To somebody gonna have to get the editing right. Or maybe you might be that person that can do all that yourself at the same level
What
that
up,
the
J.
people that you
Cole? What
finna
up,
go
Big
pay.
Crit?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's all about getting yourself to that level to where the same people that you finna go pay that you know that they the professionals and they can get your mix right or they can edit your video right or they can do because you can go film stuff yourself and go send it to somebody, you know, but you're gonna pay. But like we saying, it's gonna mean more when you filmed it yourself and you sitting at the computer for hours editing yourself. Then now it's time to upload it on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, pressing your own button. Boom, you press the button, it's sent, and it's out there, man, in the world, man. And you gonna feel way
Mm-hmm.
better. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
because when you paying people or when you putting other people in position to hold up your what you doing, man, that should have pissed you off.
Mm-hmm.
When other people, whether you paying them for some artwork or you paying for this, you paying for that, but they taking their time. See, it's all about linking up with people that's gonna be, man, moving when you know, like all like when basically, especially if you paying when you want to move, because you got deadlines to meet as well. Like we got deadlines to meet, so if we need something out, in a couple months or in a couple weeks, then that's the time that we expect to get it back. Now, if you can't do that, just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't feel like a nigga rushing you because that ain't your business model or that ain't what you be doing or that ain't what you been doing or I can't help that the standard of everybody else you messing with may be on this, but me when I'm doing mine, I want to do mine like this. So that's why I say half the time doing it yourself gonna feel way better because most of the people they working on their time. You hit somebody else for something, they on their time. But I feel like if I'm paying you, you on my time. I feel like it's an equal thing though, Zone. You do.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's
feel,
it's like an equal agreement, like type of thing. I'm paying you for a service that I feel like that some people get down to the T about what you're paying for, but definitely if we speaking on the music business stuff, or because you know what I'm saying, if we speaking on music business stuff, then yeah, it's like you definitely want people when you paying rather because if you're doing it yourself, you still paying as well. So don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying,
mm-hmm.
but it's different when you paying somebody to do it for you.
Yeah, because see, you like you said, when you buying the equipment and you doing it all yourself, like shoot,
You
I'm
gotta
doing
take
everything
time.
as
You
far
gotta
as
learn.
exactly. It's like you save money, you invest in time so you can save money. So
Yeah,
the whole gist of it is okay. If I'm a one man machine, then I don't necessarily even gotta reach out as much because now I'm
yeah,
recording everything, I'm mixing everything, I'm getting everything together, the artwork, boom. And then sometimes it's good to have a team, but sometimes when you know you want to spend money in other areas, so you want to take that money you was gonna spend to engineer or mix your stuff and put that towards marketing. Because if a person is charging $50 a song or $50 an hour and you sending them whole projects worth of music, you know what I'm saying? You don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, if they spending
right.
that whole hour to do your track, they might do an
Yeah.
hour, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and
And
then,
then
they
by
might
your hands not touching something, it's just better when your hands physically touch the shit because you get it the way you want to get it.
exactly.
You can
And then
always
you
sit
don't have
next
to
to somebody.
verbalize it.
Yeah, but you can always sit next to somebody and explain your vision. And if you're good at that, that's cool too. Because everybody ain't good at pushing the buttons or making their own whatever we saying. Everybody ain't good at doing that on their own, but they good at direction. They
Hmm.
good at knowing you put this over here. Let me go pay him. Then I'm gonna get this done because they know I gotta go to somebody who can do it to get it done. So it ain't really no excuse for real. So if it's something that you can't do, you need to go get it done and go link up with somebody who gonna get it done for you. And then I feel like whenever
Mm,
you're doing business with somebody, before money is even exchanged, you need to be clear about what's going on.
exactly.
You
Get it.
need to let from the gate before any money, even if it ain't no money involved. I feel like everybody needs to know from the start what is going on, what's expected,
What it's gonna be.
and what it's gonna be.
Exactly. And it need to be sometimes it need to be in right, you
No, I
know.
think all the time. I feel like it need to be in writing
Yeah.
because I know I did a lot of things that wasn't in writing. You know, man, maybe not no more now. And now moving forward, no,
Yeah. Oh
no,
yeah.
no. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because
But
you need to have it in writing. You need to have it in ink and in blood. So that way, you know, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying. You know, it's then that way it's known. Okay, this is how we doing it because then you don't have a baby in Lil Wayne situation. Then you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't have a baby in Manny Fresh situation. Then you don't have
Yeah.
when you doing stuff or a Drake and Jay Prince situation. You don't
Or
have
Diddy
nothing
on the
off of
locks,
no
you feel me?
that too.
They
Well,
want
that was
locks.
in paper. That was in the paperwork, but still, it's same rules apply.
They want it out, my G.
Yep.
I
So
don't know, man. When should you start
mhm.
networking and reaching out?
I feel like when people start reaching out to you and the
Right.
name and everything else is built up, then you can start saying, well, we're gonna try to get this person or try to get this person on the track or the podcast or the TV show or
Yeah.
whatever, because like HBO can make a could make a phone call and say, okay, I want to do this series with, such and such, and then it get done
Yeah,
because
that's
they got
true.
the name and the brand. You know what I'm saying? Fortnite, they can call all these different video game and movie companies and stuff to get their characters in the game
They
as
got the clout there.
skins. They got the clout. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's people on the ground floor that that you can reach out to and they'll be down to do it,
You
you know
do
what
it.
I'm saying? They'll do it. But I feel like if you're gonna
But do
start
you feel
really
like
reaching
that
out,
people be too ambitious? Like there's such thing as reaching out too early or being too ambitious, or you feel like
I don't
it
think
ain't
it's too
never
ambitious.
no
It's
time not
never
to reach
no.
out.
Yeah, you can reach out at any time, but
But you
just
feel
have
like
just know
but it's more concrete and solid when you build your own foundation, basically built off of your own entity name or the people who on your team.
exactly because Drake could get on or any song, any project, any movie, anything. They gonna Nobody is saying no to Drake. The only time Drake really
Because they
got booed,
know all this power and all this, massive.
fan base is
They know
coming
what
with
he's
it.
bringing, and not only is he a good artist, so they know what he's bringing along with him, though.
And a good actor. So it's like he bringing all of that, to the table, and it's like you not gonna say no. But if you just starting out and you might have some things underneath your belt, it's like now you gotta be able to build the name up to where people is beating down your door.
Yeah,
People
because
is
we've seen it
look
many times, man. Just because you got, especially when doing things, just because you collaborating with somebody with a bigger name, don't necessarily mean that's gonna translate over to you.
exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's not gonna. They might just be there for that name, and then once that interview or once that song or once whatever is over with, they done talking to you.
that's gonna be the highest rated thing you done did because you had such and such on there with you.
Exactly.
But everything else ain't built around it, so it looked kind of funny.
Exactly.
Hey
So that's
man,
shoot. That's where I'm on with it, man. It's like if I can't build my name up to where it's reputable, and really, I mean, I ask God for it to, because for that, for like I said, it's not even for me no more. I'm trying to help the community. So if my name is ringing in different rooms, that's me because people know that I'm here to help, and people, I ain't even on it on some macho man. I'm here. I am. I'm that dude or whatever, or no flexing type business. I'm on. Let me help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what I'm on
yeah,
now. Like as you get older, things start changing and things start um different things, you're not impressed by certain things. Like I told you, and I told everybody, like I'm not even into talking about the celebrities like that for real. Like we talk about it
right,
on here on the podcast because it makes a good conversation and
right,
we unlocking the keys in that situation. But we
right.
don't talk about these folks like that. We talking about our lives because we didn't live enough life to where now we can talk about it. See, back in
Yeah,
the day, we didn't know nothing about what was going on. But
yeah,
now we can tell our story and we can, bring the people along that we respect and we revere and all of that onto the show. And, you know, just kind of go from there. But
Yeah,
you know, it's
exactly.
that's just that's how I feel. I feel like if you can reach out to people early on, but you can't make that be your focus. That
Yeah.
can't be your focal point because if you gotta like we was just talking about I was just saying it about $1 million worth of game. That show don't feel the same without Dev Nasty on there or Devin Wade on there. It just don't. And that's why they had to resort to
I,
getting
I think differently, but then again, I think the show still, flourishing without him. And that same guy that you said, he got his own show, and his shit doing good too. And he got his stuff with a certain look as well and stuff like that. But one thing you said about them was certain people ain't gonna survive just off the strength that all they got is a big name on her, a big name on her,
hmm
a big name on her, a big name on her. Every time they drop it, somebody that we want to see, and we watching it not for the. But then again, on that's probably what they platform is built for. I mean, like us like we can sit here and do this, or we can invite man the people like you say that we respect and we man just want to show love to on. But man, but everybody don't, what I'm saying? Like, man,
don't
it's
feel the
different
same.
from
And
people.
then that's cool, but I just me personally, I just feel like if you as a man, you should be able to want to stand on your own 2 feet and build your name up. And then once you get to a like
Some
perfect
people
example.
want to have a platform to where it's known for every time they drop, they got, somebody that's popping on there. Everybody's popping. And then man, and they do make for good entertainment and your views gonna be up and stuff like that. But I feel like sometimes for that, you gonna be playing the game. I mean, because it's gonna be because you know how it is. You're gonna be playing the game and what we call riding D.
hmm
Me
I just ain't. I'm just not here for it, man. I'm just
neither.
at
I ain't
this
here
point
for it neither.
because I felt a way. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, okay, I gotta. If I couldn't get an interview, then they felt like, well, damn. Well, why wouldn't they want to be on the show with me? So it made me feel like, okay, I need to go and work harder. But then in the midst of that, like I said, my views and my outlook changed. I'm not doing this for like I'm gonna start
Right.
doing the interviews again, but I'm not, and that's only because I want to
But you
do it, and
starting
it's
to
gonna be people.
understand that that don't even matter. Just keep mashing. Just keep
Exactly,
going. Because
exactly.
eventually you might them paths might end up crossing eventually at some point anyway. And then you might have a choice to say, no, man, I'm cool, or maybe,
hmm
man, when you see somebody again, they gonna highly show you respect
hmm
because
But
they
I
gonna
feel
see the
like
work that you put in.
but it's just like I said about it's just like I said about Bow Wow. Not Bow Wow, Romeo. If you don't want to get with me the first time around, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So I rather that's why I say I rather have people come to me because then I don't have to feel like I don't even be looking for folks to support like that. It's just been coming naturally. People
Yeah,
from all
you're
over
right.
the world because once I got off of that train of people, you
But
know,
support is a big word, man, and support is a big word because when you say support, who are you looking for support from? Because if you talking about from just your friends, just your family, or you talking about no, well not you though. I ain't talking about you personally, but I'm saying like people got to ask themselves when you saying that type of stuff. Like, who are you looking for? Because support is a real big word, and it's like the real support not coming from just your friends and your family and
yeah,
people
it's
you
coming from people you don't even
and people
know.
you went to school with. The people you went to school with, your friends and your family. Yeah, that's just three parts, but the main big supports come from people that you don't even know. They not even gonna know you, but they gonna find your music somewhere. They gonna find your art somewhere. They gonna find your whatever you doing somewhere, and they gonna tap all the way
hmm
in, and they gonna follow you. And whatever you doing, they gonna be a fan of, just like how we are with the people that we know that we a fan of.
hmm
So
Yep.
you know, so
Yep.
certain shit just gotta happen naturally from you just putting in the work. And even when you don't, the shit will just start growing gradually. But even when you can't see it, what I'm saying, you still got to keep going. Because if you're doing it for the love and just for the love, then it shouldn't matter.
hmm
It shouldn't matter no way. It shouldn't matter no way. But at a certain point, man, the people get discouraged along their little journey and be thinking. well, damn, man, why I've been doing this for 8 years and my shit ain't crack off yet.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
don't mean that
that's
don't mean on the
exactly
10th year. That don't mean on the 10th year that you wasn't finna crack off. You just can't stop.
exactly, and that's the
Why?
thing.
Hey,
That's
but it's a good one for you though. Why is it important to travel out of your hometown, especially when dealing with music?
because, like I said, man, when you go, I'm gonna give y'all the perfect example. When I went to PAX East, right,
Yeah.
and I went to E3, them two times I went. It was Boston, LA, prospectively, and I passed out my business cards and I was giving them out. And I was meeting people. I got on email lists. I got games before they came out. Like I met so many dope people, and you know what I'm saying. It was just one of them things where I got outside my comfort zone, and I was, just you get out there, you get to live life, and then you get to spread. You
Hmm.
get to introduce yourself the first time. The first time you might not even perform, or you might not even get to even hit the stage, but you went out there and you made connections. You dropped your card off. You might have
Yep.
took a DJ out to lunch or something like that, or you might have came with a budget and said, "Okay, can we get some paperwork rolling? Because I'm trying to break this record. I want you to, I got a couple stacks for you. You know what I'm saying? I need you to break this and record it and let me know that you played it. A live streaming and let me know that you played it and spun the record. So I know that that it's being worked and if it catch on, it catch on." And then when I come back, maybe you got a bag for me because people start requesting that song. And at the same time, you going and you seeing, you starting to, go out there, you start doing your thing. Now people looking for you. They following you out there. They seeing you out there with your merch, and they seeing you out there maybe giving some t-shirts or giving some stuff away. So now they tapping in and seeing what you got going on. And now you come back there, you do that same thing again. Now you still doing it because at home some people gonna get the hometown love and some people not. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on where you at. Especially in St. Louis, we don't really have no organization when it comes to the music industry here. Folks is doing their thing, but everybody is selfish, so it's no real. You know what I'm saying? People want to rip people off and do people dirty, so it's like you have to go and you have to get with the people that's in the clubs and spinning the records, and you got to make a club hit to really crack off and to where people gonna start listening to the record and start getting, shout out Rico the Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your boy that did that beat, Hayes,
Who?
that did Make It Pop with Rico.
Oh, that. Oh man, and that's Kiki. That's
Yeah, shout out to him. So my point
Lil
is,
Kiki.
that's my point is, but they started taking that record on the road. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah. It's on
and
popping.
they
It's
got a
on
couple.
popping. Popping.
Yeah, so it's like it's only a matter of time. They're gonna take that throat baby off and start putting that Make It
Yeah.
Pop on. You know what I'm saying? They're
They
gonna be the
need to.
next
They
one.
need to. But the only thing why probably because the song is popping naturally on its own because they putting in the work. But the only
Hmm.
thing that you would say from who you just say to take off?
Rico,
No, I'm saying like what song you say that they're gonna be taking off the throat
Make It
baby.
Pop.
Okay, now maybe he got somebody with a bigger bag behind him. That's
Yeah,
maybe
that,
putting his
yeah.
shit maybe they may be spending 250, 300,000
Thousand.
on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to get they shit more. But naturally, we seeing like how we say that the Make It Pop record is popping, and they just made
Hmm.
that happen on what I'm saying naturally. So
Hmm.
sometimes, bro, man, it shit just happening, man, in mysterious ways, man. And you just gotta just, man, and when it pop, like when it happened, you gotta just go ahead and just motherfucking boom. Now it's time to go. But dump
Hmm.
everything we got into it. Let's go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is catching on. This right here, I put it out on my own. Then now it's catching wind. Now we gotta put a little bread behind
Hmm. Yep.
it.
Yep.
Bro, I think we did our thing, bro.
What we did.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, man. We gonna give them a classic every episode, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give them a classic every episode. We're gonna drop this game on y'all, offer this game to y'all every episode. And I just appreciate everybody tapping in. Um, shout out once again to everybody. Shout out to Jadal Gaming for having us on the website. Shout out L Streets.
Yeah.
That's Hayes' favorite song. Um, shout
Can't get this
out
on
to
my number. Take my phone out.
shout out King
Can't get
Robinson,
it.
man. He one he
Yeah.
one of my
But
he one of
Lord,
my patrons. You know what I'm saying? So he
salute to
keeping up.
him.
Yeah, he one of the reasons why we on all these different blocks tonight: Facebook, Twitter, Facebook,
Okay,
YouTube, and
salute,
Twitch.
man. Thank you,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the PhotoFam 87 ETV YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you go over to Instagram and you follow Hayes. You go CMW Hayes, and then y'all follow the PhotoFam 87 ETV
Thanks for the
Instagram as
promo,
well.
brother. Thank you. And y'all
You
give my
know.
boy a follow, DJ Kills on Jones, across all platforms. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
give him a follow. You feel me?
Yep.
Well, oh, and before we get out of here, man, check it. Hey, check this out, man. Unbeknownst to you, so the rollout we gonna talk about that one, but this one right here is Friday. I got a song called Mashing dropping on all platforms, man. So y'all lock in with me, bro. Mashing
Okay.
Friday, all platforms. Tap
Uh
in,
oh.
CW Hayes for the fam 87 ETV. Zone. Thank you, my
Yep.
brother, for holding it down with me once again, my dude.
Yeah, man. We gonna be here same bat time, same
Wednesday,
bat channel. Hey,
6.
man, you gonna watch Justice League tomorrow with
Most
the
like,
kids?
yeah, yeah, most like,
You
yeah.
think they gonna make it through the whole 4 hours, or they gonna pass out halfway through?
Depending on when, man, it's being watched. Yeah, depending on
Oh,
when it's
okay.
being watched.
You gonna be
But
like, hey,
yeah,
y'all, do y'all homework real quick, cause we finna watch this movie. Go do it right now.
so man,
Cut that
we'll
game
we'll
off.
we'll 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 talk about it next time, then, man. We'll talk about it next Wednesday at 6. You Ain't Lying podcast number 11. Thank y'all for watching. I'm CMW Hayes. That's my guy, DJ Killzone Jones, man. Salute. We out this
Hmm.
thing. Peace.
Peace.